Hello, beautiful friends. It's Rachel Archelaus. Happy New Year. In this video, I want to discuss the 3 E's of making this year your best ever. This actually dawned on me in the shower. I was thinking about how I've been able to create this just amazing life and how we have a new year and how every year for me keeps getting better and better. So many of my dreams have come true this year. It's unbelievable. The last 2 years in a row, I've released a book. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yes, oh my God, I can't believe that's true. Doing what I love and not even being locked into one thing. I change, I grow, I adapt, and I still have what I want, and what I want keeps getting bigger and bigger. So we have an idea of what we want, we can achieve it, and then of course there's always more because we are never-ending growing beings. We are expanders, we are growers, we are feelers, and as long as we're alive, we're gonna keep wanting more, and that's okay. It took me a long time to know that that was okay, but it's okay. And I feel like every year not only do I achieve more, I feel better, but I'm also a better person. I'm more honest every year. I'm more grounded every year. And I do more for other people naturally every year. And I know a lot of us, we're kind of afraid of success. We're afraid of abundance. We're afraid that we won't be good people if we have that stuff. I definitely had that. So I want to share with you the insights I've learned on how me, but everyone, uses these 3 E's to set ourselves up for real fulfilled success. Not empty success, not hustle till you drop success, but real, easy filled, wonderful success. We're going to talk about the first one, environment. I was really lucky growing up with the parents that I did. My dad, every single night before I went to bed, told me that I could be anything and do anything. And what an amazing thing that was. I mean, honestly, he helped me create a belief system so that I could do this. I could be an alien. I could be a candle maker. I could be a coach. I could teach intuitive art online. Without his help, it probably would have taken me a lot longer to get here and a lot more reprogramming to get here as well. My mom, she believed in having fun, in singing and dancing all over the house, and letting me play outside and use my imagination. She let me talk about my invisible brother Matt and all of the wacky things that I observed as a kid. And she was always supportive. Both my parents were. And so I had a great environment. I had kids to play with growing up. I had a marsh in the back of my house. I had the beach down the street. That's not to say I didn't go through some really hard times. In high school, I was extremely depressed. I actually dropped out of high school because I couldn't be around people. Lots of stuff went wrong in my life. It's not that it was perfect, but from that early age, I had supportive parents and I had an exceptional environment with which to grow. Now that we're all adults, right, we kind of have to do it ourselves. So it's up to us to create an environment where we are supported, where our mindset continues to be put in the right direction, where we're surrounding ourselves with amazing people, and what we're listening to, taking in, what we're consuming is bringing us in the direction that we want to go. We are in charge of our environment, and as adults, we have to make sure that every part of it is helping us get to where we want to go, and every part of it feels good. And that we are definitely surrounded with people who are helping us get to where we want to go. They're on the same journey and we feel good around them for the most part, right? It's never going to be perfect. The next is education. I'm not talking about like going to the right prep school or the right college, although that can be really helpful depending on the field that you're in. I'm more talking about when you know what you want to do. If you have an idea for a business or a new job that you want, and it requires some learning, that you get the right education. I started going to college in my 20s, and it was a slow going thing. I went to community college and then I went to fashion school. I didn't really want to pursue anything I studied as a career. I ended up finishing my degree, but it took 10 years, probably because it wasn't really necessary for me to get to where I want to go. The education I did need, though, was about online business. I had been working as a psychic and an intuitive artist for a few years part-time. I was on the service menu of this bookstore that was really amazing in Connecticut, and I worked one Saturday a month, and I had one or two private clients, and I taught some classes here and there, but I never made over $500 in a month in those few years that I did that. And I realized, you know what, if I really want this to be my gig, if I want to do this and support myself, this isn't going to cut it, right? It's not just growing on its own. I'm going to have to figure something out. So I decided I'd go online and quickly realized I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I could build a website, yes, I was great at blogging, but I had no idea how to get clients or even like how the mindset thing worked. I had a blank services page for 2 years right after I first started my website. So I realized I need to know how to do this stuff, and I found a really great mentor who taught me all about marketing and what to do with my time, because I had no clue. That was great. I took many more courses after that on branding and getting clients and all kinds of stuff. Some of it worked for me, some of it didn't. I really had to figure out what advice to take, what to implement, what to focus on my own. The education part is great, but it's not going to really help you unless you have the third E, which is energy. We need to know what is right for us. We need to know what to implement, what class to take, what person to be around, right? What to consume. And energy is where it's at. The energy will tell you how good you feel about something, will tell you how beneficial it is for you. So go where the energy is, go where you're excited to go where you're curious. Let the energy lead you, and you'll always know what decision to make. Sometimes it can get a little tricky if there's fear in the way or if you have a big blind spot about something, but luckily your energy is coming from your bigger non-physical self, your higher self, your inner being, whatever you want to call it, and it always knows a path around any of your blocks. If you follow the energy, even if it doesn't make sense, it might just be that your higher self is giving you an easy detour around something that you're not really going to figure out on your own. So environment, right? Make sure your environment is supporting you and where you want to go and how you want to feel. Education. There's just stuff that we don't know that we need to know. I needed to know about marketing. I needed to know about branding. I needed to know about all that other stuff that goes along with having a business. And energy. Energy is everything, because energy can actually like multiply your efforts. Because if you choose the right class based on the energy, not only will you learn things, but you'll also get clients, you'll make lifelong friends, and you won't be wasting your time. All of your effort will be multiplied if you follow the energy. I like to call this multi-dimensional results. We're using a multi-dimensional part of ourselves to make decisions, so there will be a multi-dimensional return on investment by following that energy. I see it in my clients, I see it in me, I see it in my friends. It's really fantastic. So when I was thinking about this in the shower before, I realized that I created this system in my group Zephyrus. Zephyrus is my group coaching program and membership site. I have all of these things in there. I have an environment that is set up for you with amazing people who are on the same journey. Materials that you can consume that will help you grow with people, Q&As, reminders of who you are and what you're capable of, and lots of support and boosts for your mindset. For education, I have every course I have ever taught in there. And here's the secret, my new publishing course is going in there too, and will be free for Zephyrus members. And what I teach in those courses, there's courses on business and marketing, and how to talk to your spirit guides, and how to be psychic and intuitive and make decisions and do copywriting the easy way. All of those things, that's how I've created hundreds of thousands of dollars. All the stuff I've done to get there is in those courses. So that is amazing education right there. And of course, the main focus, what we talk about most often, is the energy, who you are, getting more embodied so the energy is stronger, so you're not having to worry, is this fear? Is this a blind spot? You'll know how to make decisions that are most beneficial for you, that will give you those multi-dimensional results every single time. If you've got that down, if you know how to make decisions that are best for you, you have everything, because your higher self, your multi-dimensional aspect, the biggest part of you, is always looking out for you, always guiding you to where you want to be. It's guiding you to places you don't even know about yet that are going to thrill you beyond anything that you could ever imagine. I sound like I'm overstating that, but I'm really not. That's why every year I don't make resolutions. I know how I want to feel. I get the biggest, most amazing, juiciest feeling I can conjure up into my body, and I think this is how I want to build my life. I want my life to feel like this good every single day. And year after year, my life totally astounds me, blows me away with new ways of loving and new places to see and go. And I am so beyond thrilled about what I've experienced this year and the years before when I've done this. And the way that I make sure I have the best chance of maintaining that feeling is definitely by focusing on my 3 E's: environment, education, and energy. That's it. Just rinse and repeat. Do that every day. Make sure those 3 things are checked off and you are good to go. So, do you have your 3 E's together? Do you want to join me in Sepphoris and get those things all checked off so that you're putting yourself in the best place to receive all the delights that your higher self has in store for you? If you do, I've got great news for you. I want us to grow together this year. I want to share my journey with you. I want to see your journey up close. I have so many new things in store, and I love sharing the behind the scenes of how to grow and change and adapt and have a business doing only what you love. That is kind of my thing. I do only what I love, and it brings me forward every single time. So if you're interested in being in that kind of environment, seeing how that actually works, checking off your 3 E's, come join us. I'm giving 20% off for Sepphoris and my coaching all week long. So until Friday night, you can get this great deal. I mean, holy cow, what an amazing deal. 20% off of my group coaching and my private coaching until Friday. And we can all have the most magical year ever together. So I will put the link to go check all of that out and get yourself registered right away below. And if you have any questions about anything, just let me know. I will be happy to answer them, and I cannot wait to see you inside. And we will have the most fun, most amazing, most fulfilling, most magical year yet. Oh, and one more thing. I am not the kind of gal to send a million email reminders and all that stuff, so I challenge you to ask yourself right now, does this excite me? Does this feel good? Is this where my energy is going? And if you do, just jump in. This is such an incredible program and environment, and it's going to show you how to empower yourself to make decisions all on your own so that they give you those multi-dimensional results. So if that feels good to you, jump in right away. Don't delay. Super love to you. Bye-bye.